Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Box Score Breakdown. I'm your host, Tim Woodson, bringing you another banger sports ethos presentation presented by FanDuel. Excuse me for the voice today. I'm a little under the weather, but don't worry. I got you guys covered. We got 6 games to go over today. A nice little slate, so we got a good amount to talk about. No, and let's get it going. Get my screen going. All right, first game of the day. Yeah, man. Washington Wizards. Maybe they had it figured out. Maybe they didn't. Either way, they lose to the Philadelphia 76ers 121 to 102. Maxi's been on absolute tear, but we'll get to those guys in a second. We always check with the losers first. First name on there, I know I'm a Keyshawn George truther. I've said that before in this podcast. He is absolutely in a shooting slump, and he's a buy low right now. He notched 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists in the block, 2 triples, 3 of 11. Hello. Yeah. That's the shooting slump for sure. And he had 3 or 4 from the free throw strike, which is okay for him. Honestly, especially with a player like him that most people maybe are not as well versed in knowing, dude, you could probably get him for pennies on the dollar, and I would absolutely do so. The biggest thing, not because he's also in the shooting slump, but at the end of the year, when there is no CJ McCollum, either he's sitting. Same with Chris Middleton, maybe he's sitting or he's traded. Keyshawn's got the keys to the city, so absolutely buy low on Keyshawn George if you have the opportunity to. If you hold him, if you're holding him, if you have him, it's gotta wait through it, man. It's gonna be better shooting days there for sure. Justin Champagny moved to the starting lineup. He had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 triples. He's a nice, good, solid points and rebounds guy. Once he gets going, he can rack up some steals too. So if this continues, I believe there was no SAR in this contest. I'm looking to see who else started. Yeah, there was no SAR in this contest. There was no Middleton too, so he most likely won't start if Middleton plays the next one. This was a back-to-back, but if he does, take a look at Justin Champagny. Marvin Bagley still starting in place of Alex Sarr. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Oh, you got 5 blocks out of Marvin Bagley? Whoa. That's a crazy stream if you did that. 3 of 6 from the field, 1 triple, 6 from the free throw line. That's a banger game for Marvin Bagley. Well, I'm actually impressed. CJ McCollum couldn't shoot. Tail time. Yeah, the shoots good or he shoots like crap. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. He's still, you can still roster him, but it's a roller coaster. Just be ready. Talk about roller coasters. Bilal Koulibaly, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 of 5 shooting. Luckily, he stopped there. If we would have kept going, who knows what you would have got. But that's the thing about Koulibaly. It's never in the middle. It's either extremely high, like 80%, or you're down in 16%. Sorry, man. That's just the tail of time with Koulibaly. We'll keep talking. Another person you can look at stream deeper leagues, although he had a good game one in this one. Tristan Vucevic, who also is taking some in the center minutes while Sarr is out, had 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in the steal, 6 of 9 shooting, and 4-7 from the free throw stripe in 21 minutes. He is definitely a stream at the current moment. And you got 13 points out of Will Riley. Okay. I think Will Riley is going to be someone you look at more so in silly season, towards the end of the season, when they kind of give the rookies some more run. And he also had 5-6 shooting, which is a little bit unreal. But keep an eye on him later in the season as it progresses. That's also where someone like Trey Johnson, when his team gets to kicking. We will continue on and check out what happened on the Philadelphia side of things. They got the dub here. Tyrese Maxey, all NBA season. I think it is loading. 35 points, 4 rebounds, 6 dimes, 4 steals, a block, no turnovers, 0, 4 triples, 13 to 26 from the field, high volume, but it's 50%, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Dude, man, I did not know it was going to happen this season. I wasn't sure if it was. We knew it was capable, but he is here. This is the Tyrese Maxey of the future. And he's only I think he's around 25, if I'm correct. So his whole prime is still around the corner. Absurd. VJ Edgecombe didn't really shoot the best, but he did give you everything else, and that's a good sign. 9.6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and a triple. I take it. I would take it. 410 from the field, yeah, whatever. But at least he got all of the peripherals, and that's what you like to see. Andre Drummond moved back into the starting lineup. He was on a little bit of restriction. He only played 17 minutes, but he had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, still in the block, and 1 triple, because I forget that like Andre Drummond has a 3-ball now. 5 of 8 from the field, and he hit his only free throw. Should be rostered if he's playing, because guess who's back out? Yeah, you already know. Don Barlow is someone you want to look at more so for deeper leagues. I think 12 points, a rebound, and 2 steals, 4-6 shooting, 4-5 from the free throw line. I'd take it if I was in deeper leagues. Not the best Paul George game. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. He did give you 2 triples though, and he had 4-10 shooting. He could be better than that. It's going to be up and down with Paul George. You just hope that he finds some rhythm sometime, you know. Jeremy McCain, another solid appearance. He's getting around 25 minutes. Although, to be fair, somebody was missing, and that somebody was Quentin Grimes. So that's also something to consider with Jeremy McCain. I think he's more so maybe like a 14-team-ish, 16-team guy. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 triples, 6 of 11 shooting. It's good to see him put up some good games, but I think it's hard to rely on it in a 12-team setting or shallower. You got a nice double-double from Jabari Walker, 10 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block with 2 triples, 4 of 9 shooting. He missed both of his free throws, which sucks, but I think he's also more of a deeper league play. Good stuff from the 76ers. They got to find a way to get back on track because they were slipping a little bit. Next game of the day, we check in on the Portland Trailblazers. They had some big performances, but they sold, man. They sold towards the end as the Raptors get the dub, 121-118. Let's go ahead and check on the Trailblazers first to see what happens here. Jeremy Grant is just, I don't know, man. I would have never thought that we would be talking about Jeremy Grant like this in big 2025, but we are. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 2 steals, 2 blocks. 4 defensive stats. I don't know, man. This is so weird. 3 triples to go along with it. 7-11 from the field. That's super hot shooting. That's really good shooting. He did have 2 of 4 from the free throw line, although he's a better free throw shooter than that usually most nights. Yeah, I don't think you could sell high on this guy. It's going to be kind of virtually hard to, because everybody can look at you like, why are you selling high on Jeremy Grant? There's still, of course, no Drew Holiday, and like Shaden looked like his minutes limits are done. It looks like he's back at 30 minutes, which is good. But he probably won't play the back-to-back if they're trying to, manage the calf. Just roll with it until it stops, I guess. Good stuff for Jeremy Grant, man. I'm glad he's hooping. If you got him, like, cool. Just take the easy dubs. Tamani Kamara. Oh, this is what you want to see from Tamani Kamara. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, still in the block. 6 triples. Bro was unconscious. 6 triples, 7 of 12 shooting. Ooh, whoa. I'm sorry. 1 of 4 from the free throw line is not what you want from Tamani Kamara, but I think he's better than that for sure. But it's starting to come back, and that's what we want to see. We want to see these big games. The only thing we want to see now is consistency. Make sure you still have him on your roster. You had a pretty empty double-double from Donovan Clingan. He just had 11 points, 11 boards, and an assist. No blocks. 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 3 from the field is solid, though. At least he, didn't do anything bad at your percentages. Just a little empty. Denny Avdia has been putting up some absurd lines. I'm starting to realize that Denny Avdia is a very good 8-cat player and a very good points league player, like insane in points league. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 14 assists, 3 triples, 6 of 15 from the field, 10 of 15. That hurts. That is high volume, and that is 67% from the free throw line. And that's why I said I think he's a really high-profile points league player. Kind of similar to like a Julius Randle, who can just do a bunch of stuff, but the percentages sometimes are just going to be a little crappy, and it's going to hurt, especially like in some category leagues. I think if you put him in the right build, or ACAT, because he usually has turnover problems as he has 4 here. He's really good in the ACAT league, but it can be rough, man. If you're trying to roster 9-cat and you're like, ooh, I'm trying to win free throws some weeks, and then he goes and drops 50%. You're like, why, Denny Avdia? Why would you treat me like this? So just a note, still pretty solid game, and he's been balling. He looks like their best player this season. Shannon Sharp returns, and he's playing again. That's good. He had a minutes limit. Looked like he's at 30 minutes here, and he's hooping. Like to see this. 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. No triples from me, but 9 of 18 from the field and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. We're back. Welcome back. They do have a back-to-back amount. I don't think he plays, unfortunately, but that's good to see him get back on track. Always keep an eye on the Time Lord. the Time Lord of the olden days, who still got something in the tank, Robert Williams. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. That's low big man stats with big block numbers. Like the block numbers are carrying him so hard. He's like top 50 because of his block numbers. It's not because of like and the field goal percentage. So if you're in need of some blocks, absolutely worth streaming in 12-team leagues. In deeper leagues, absolutely should be rostered. He had 3-3 from the field, by the way, just perfect shooting, which is nice. Good stuff for Time Lord. Everything else looks like a bunch of nothing. We'll go on to the Raptors. Brandon Ingram had a little bit of a scare. I think he had an ankle injury, but he returned. Good. Hate to see the guy get injured, especially when he's having such a balling season. Looking like the number one scoring option for the Raptors this year. 21.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 triple, 7 of 17 from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Cool. Not his best percentage at the free throw stripe, but you can deal with it. Or shooting, really. It's fine. He's been way better than that. Scotty Barnes, man, first rounder still. He's like sitting at that like 12, 13 mark, and he just bounces back and forth. Maybe he'll go up to 10 and he'll come down. Either way, dude's been impeccable. 28 points, 7 rebounds, 7 dimes, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 3 triples, 55% from the field, 10 of 18 shooting. And he had a little off night at the free throw stripe, 5 of 7 from the free throw stripe. But dude, and he gave you 6 turnovers. Who cares? He's been balling this season. I know a lot of people may have been a little high on Jakopoto coming into the year. I don't think he just needs to do as much because everyone else is a usage monster. Even though we don't have RJ Barrett, he's still only getting about 7 shots, low usage. He's being an anchor as he's supposed to be. And that's enough for them to win games. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't correlate to fantasy stats. He had 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 dimes, 5 of 7 shooting from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. You would love to see some defensive stats. He also had a little bit of foul trouble, so he was limited to 26 minutes here. But he's still just kind of doing just enough. And crazy enough, I think the last time I checked, he was kind of sitting in the top 70 because he doesn't do anything wrong. He's just not doing what he was doing last season when he had more usage. Nice Emmanuel Quickly game. Bro, he was on fire. Jesus Christ. 30 points. My brain's all confuzzled from being a little ill. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 8 dimes, 5 triples, 9 of 11 shooting. Bro, what? Okay. And he misses only free throw. Like, at that point, who cares? Good shooting from him. He's shooting a little hot right now, although I don't think I'd sell high on Emmanuel Quickly because I think Emmanuel Quickly's pretty good. So I wouldn't do it if I were you. You had a nice 14 points, who also someone who got hot, Grady Dick. 14 points from Grady Dick. 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 triple, 6 of 8 shooting. Wouldn't count on it all the time. Because I'm pretty sure he had like 2 points like a couple days ago or something, like 4 points. Yeah, you tossed it to the side. If anything, that's more so for deeper leagues. 1 or 2 from the free throw stripe. Another guy you want to pay attention to for deeper leagues is Sandro Mamukelashvili. You had 6.7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block on 3 or 4 shooting. But I would not take a look at him in 12-team formats. Good stuff from these guys, man. Getting back on track after a couple of losses. They look like they're moving in the right direction. Always a quick reminder, if you are looking at us on the Fantasy NBA Today feed with Goats, Doc, and Brew, and you like what you're seeing on the Box Score Breakdown feed with us, me, and William is Bill on Twitter. Make sure you give him a follow, by the way. Please make sure you like and subscribe, either YouTube, we have Apple, Spotify, wherever you can find us. Keep us on Twitter, the SportsEthos channel. If you like what you're hearing Monday through Friday and what we provide, just quick recaps of the game, give you some good knowledge, quick pickups, anything of that nature, please make sure you follow us for all of the good details. And you get to hang with me. And William is Bill, of course. I got to shout out the homie, but you get to hang with me. That's the fun part. All right, back to the games. The New York Knicks, they look like they might have had it. They were trying to come back, but yeah, no dice here. 123, 117. The Celtics winning. The Celtics are in the play-in, and I think they're just going to keep trying. And if you took a shot on like a Derek White or a Jaylen Brown early, it might just pay off. I think they have a way to sneak it. They really have a chance to sneak it to a play-in. For the Knicks, yeah, man, what is this from a Kyle Bridges do? I don't know, man. It's just like, and now he's scoring. Yo, I'm actually very impressed. 35 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. No blocks this one, but instead of blocks, he gave you 8 triples. Okay. 12 of 17 from the field. That's really hot shooting. Can't expect on that every night. And 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Dude's still a first rounder. Didn't turn over the ball. Just absurd playing. Talk about being absurd. Josh Hart is just on fire right now. Maybe not his best PRA game, but he still gave you 19.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal, 4 triples, 7 of 11 shooting. That's what got him up the board last time. Last year, he just never came down on his shooting, and he just shot up into the second round. And then 1-on-1 from the free throw line. Actually, crazy enough, there's a show that I did with someone. I can't talk too much about it because the show's not out yet, but it will be out very soon. Just keep an eye out for it. I will probably retweet it myself. But I talked about Josh Hart being a sell high. For a few things is that he's playing an absurd amount of minutes, which that's what he needs to get stats. But there is no OG Anunoby. The good thing is, though, they're not starting Mitch Robb. They're starting Deuce McBride, and there's a chance that Deuce moves out of the lineup for OG, which would give Josh Hart more time. But OG is going to take some usage. And honestly, OG was looking at very good at the end of last season, and it was trickling into this season where he's hit a new level in his game. So I think that's going to take a little bit off of Hart's plate. So if you want to sell high now, I totally understand. If you want to keep it, that's okay. Maybe he fits your build. I totally understand. But the minutes may come down when the team gets fully healthy. Cat had a good scoring game. You want some more rebounds from him, but the efficiency is there, and that's what part of it is missing from him to get him back into the first round. 29.7 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, 2 triples, 12 and 19 from the field, 3 of these from the free throw line. Banger, I'll take it. Miles McBride is still in the starting lineup, and he had a little solid game. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 triples, 3 of 6 from the field. He did get 36 minutes, and that's the big thing. And that's why I said if OG gets those minutes, then maybe Josh Hart still has the runway to big minutes. But if you see Deuce McBride, he's got the opportunity. You can roster him in 12-team leagues. You don't have to, but I think he is an option. Deeper leagues absolutely should be rostered. Jalen Brunson, yeah, he did not. Oh man, he destroyed your field goal percentage today. 15 points, 2 rebounds. He did give you 11 dimes though, a steal, 1 triple. 6 of 21. Jesus, man, he just crapped on it on a random Tuesday in December. And 2 of 3 from the free throw stripe. That sucks, dude. That's a bad field goal game from him. But knowing someone of his caliber, he should be able to bounce back. And to be honest, the rest of the team is a lot of nothing. Yeah, this is a lot of nothing. Wow. It was just them. Anyways, we shall continue on to the Boston side. Look at Jaylen Brown, man. All this usage and actually winning some games with it. 42 points for Jaylen Brown, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 triples. He had good percentages, both categories. 16 of 24 from the field, 67%, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Wow, what a game. That's a big game. Jordan Walsh, crazy enough, I was watching the game. I didn't get a chance to watch it till like the end of it. And I'm like, dude, Jordan Walsh is like bodying people in the paint and getting these buckets. And I thought he had like some banger game. The 4 shots that I saw, I swear they were all in the fourth quarter. That's actually hilarious. 8.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 4-4 from the field. Those, I know that's so funny to me. The 4 shots that I saw him make were literally the only 4 shots that he took. And they all went in. You do not have to roster Jordan Walsh. If he has some good defensive stats tonight, sure you could take it, but you do not have to roster that man. Neemias Queta, this is probably one of his down games. 8.6 rebounds, 4-4 from the field. Nah, whatever. He's been better than that. No need to worry. He had an all-shooting night for Peyton Pritchard, who had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and steal, 1 triple. He had just had like that 42 banger game on like Sunday, I believe, so he'll be fine. 4-13 from the field, 1 triple, and 1-1 from the free throw line. Do not worry on him. There's to go. This is a good Derek White game. I like this. 22 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 triples, 8 of 16 from the field. Better shooting. That's what you want to see from the man. 2 or 3 from the free throw line. Hopefully this helps him get back on track. You would like to see some consistency. He's still like getting carried because he does everything else very well. But that field goal percentage, if it keeps triggering up in the right direction, the second round is calling his name. You had a solid shooting night from Anthony Simons. I don't think you really still need to roster him in 12-team leagues. Honestly, like in some cases, 14 leagues, if you have a strong enough team. 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 of 4 from deep. And he had 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Just mid. Yeah, it's pretty mid. to be honest. So I don't think you definitely need a roster in 12-team leagues, but 14 teams, you can make a case. Deeper leagues, yes, I totally understand. Josh Minot had a nice game, and I think he's more of a deeper league play too, and a 12-team streamer. 11 points, 6 rebounds, a block, 3 triples, 4-6 from the field. That's solid if you stream them in on a low volume Tuesday. Good stuff from these guys, man. The rest of it's not really much to look at. Sam Hauser had like 6 points and 2 triples. Cool, whatever. Biggest stuff from them. They are still fighting, saying, hey, we don't need Jason Tatum to make the playoffs. They need him to win the championship, but they don't need him to make the playoffs. Pretty nice. Guys, we had an overtime game in New Orleans. What? New Orleans went to overtime? There's actually a good amount to talk about, and it's more so on the Pelican side. We will get to them, but the Timberwolves, man, they're starting to roll, and Ant looks crazy. He is on fire, absolute fire right now. The Timberwolves win 149-142 in overtime. Great game, by the way. I got a chance to watch some at the end of it, and then like once overtime hit, they said, all right, this is enough. It's like when you're like playing a video game and you're losing, you sit up in your chair. Yeah, you're trying to cook somebody. We'll go ahead and check on the Pelicans first. No Zion for another 3 weeks. Dude, honestly, I think they got to move on from Zion. I'm just going to say that now. Let's see what happened for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy, huge game. This is nice. 33 points, 15 boards, 4 assists. No defensive stats, although he was getting like an absurd amount of steals. And I was like, okay, like you're kind of not that guy, but I'll take him. I'm not complaining, but still, like, it's going to calm down eventually. Yes, 33, 15, and 4 triples. 11 to 21 from the field, 7 to 7 from the free throw line. Banger game, dude. You cannot complain about that. Absolute banger game. Second rounder this year. Trey Murphy's that guy. They really need to start building around like him, Derek Queen, and Jeremiah Fears, and just kind of start from there. Sadiq Bey is rolling, especially now that you have Zion and Herb out. Yeah, you should probably roster Sadiq Bey. 22.6 rebounds, 3 assists. No triples this game, but he did give you great percentages, 7 to 12 from the field, 8 away from the free throw line. Keep rostering him. Derek Queen, bounce back, easy call. No Zion. Yeah, man, he's going to do everything he can to paint. And guess what? The minutes are sky high. Derek Queen, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 6 dimes, 1 steal, 8 of 15 from the field. Not his best free throw night, 5 of 8. But dude, and he had foul trouble. He did that on foul trouble, by the way. He had 5 fouls. Amazing game. He's going to be rolling. With Zion out, he's going to be absolutely rolling. They started Bryce McGowan's this one. Wow, that's crazy. 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I don't think you need to roster Bryce McGowan's. Jeremiah Fears, though, good bounce back game from him. 21 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. I like to see the 5 assists. I want to see the assists go up. Like, you have the opportunity to pass, and he has it in him. I think there's a lot of potential in Fears long term. 1 steal, 1 block, 1 triple, 7 to 13 from the field, 6 to 7 from the free throw strike. Great game. Good stuff from Fierce. Love that from Fierce. You had Jose Alvarado doing some damage off the bench. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. 4 triples, 4 for 4. Wow, he shot 100% from deep. That's good. 5 of 8 from the field, which is nice. This is solid. I think he's more of a deeper league play. Jordan Poole should be back. I don't know. Jordan Poole should be back soon, I think. And that'll kind of mess up the guard rotation. But until then, yeah, you're okay to roster Jose Alvarado. Someone you also want to consider for deeper leagues is Micah Peavy. I know he didn't have like the best game here. 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 block, but he can get defensive stats, and I've seen him in a couple games. And 4-6 shooting from the field. Someone like more deeper leagues, like 16, 18 teamers, especially with these guys out no Zion, he may be able to trickle into some more minutes long term. So going to check on the Timberwolves, man. Talk about option number 1. I was watching a clip from him in the Olympics, and he was like, I'm still the number 1 option, even though he had LeBron, Curry, and Steph all on the same team. Crazy. Love the confidence. So Anthony Edwards, man, 44 points. I'm pretty sure he's averaging close to 38 over like the last 4 contests. Absurd. 44 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 6 triples, 16 to 30. He took 30 shots, but he made 53% of them. Dude, massive. 6 of 8 from the free throw stripe. You just wish he would make 1 more. Just 1 more. And that makes a big difference in your free throw. Just massive games, dude. He's absolutely balling. His free throws have been kind of a little iffy, and that's what's kind of bringing down his value right now. But once his free throw goes back up, he's on it. He's playing like a first rounder. Legit. He's only 24, guys. The future is very bright for Ant. Look at this game from Rudy Gobert. He was sadly enough cooking Derek Queen. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. 26 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block from Rudy in 2025. Wow. 9 of 10 shooting from the field and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Bro. Hey man, if you could attempt to sell high on Rudy Gobert, I would do it immediately. Julius Randle took a back seat, but he did get cooking and had a better game towards the end in overtime. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 6-14 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. Just a modest game, nothing too crazy. You had a solid game from Jaden McDaniels. I like this with everyone in action too. Everyone was healthy. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, is still in the box, 3 triples. 7 of 10 shooting. He is just chugging along pretty well. It wasn't what you got when Ant was out, but he's still holding his value, and I like that for him. Dante Vincenzo had a bad shooting night, but he still gave you 5 triples, which is nice. All the shots actually that he made were triples. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals in the box, 5 triples, 5 of 16 from the field. But yeah, man, solid line overall. Dante Vincenzo has been doing that very well. And if you took a shot on him later in drafts, yeah, man, you are eating pretty good. It's pretty good value. Naz Reid also having some good games as of late, and he's found a way to turn it around. He actually played 32 minutes in this contest. They found a way for him to play 32 minutes with everyone available. Like both of the front court guys were available. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 dimes. He got 6 dimes out of Naz Reid. Okay. 2 steals, 4 triples, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 from the free throw line. It's a solid game, man. I mean, I don't know, maybe you heard the fact that I was like, ooh, he's kind of on the cusp, like a couple weeks back when I did a show. Actually, it was about a month back now, and I did a show with Brew, and I was like, ooh, you might want to think about dropping him. And then he just turned it around ever since. So good stuff for Naz Reid. Glad to see him hooping. Timberwolves are going to look to keep things going, man. This team has some promise, but to be fair, this team needs a point guard. All right, next game. We're going to check on the Memphis Grizzlies. Unfortunately, their run ends. They were pretty hot, but they lost to the San Antonio Spurs, 126-119. We'll go ahead and check on the Grizzlies. Jalen Wells' hot shooting continues, and if he's hot, you can go ahead and roster him. 20 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 triples, 6 of 9 from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. You want to see some defensive stats from him, but he's shooting hot, man. Like, just take it. You don't got to complain. And if it dies off and it gets really bad again, you can drop him. Pretty simple. I talked about Jaren Jackson Jr. being a buy low on the show that I just did today, and I can't figure this dude out this year, man. I don't know what's going on. He had foul trouble, sure. 5, and he had 5 turnovers, dude. Oh God. 7.6 rebounds, 2 assists. He did give you 2 steals though. 3 of 9 shooting from the field, and he took 9 shots. By the way, Jaren Jackson is technically should be the number 1 option right now, and he took 9 shots. 1 of 2 from the field, from the free throw line. 5 turnovers, 5 fouls. It's I don't know, dude. It's a buy low, and honestly, if you could swing this buy low, I'm pretty sure you can get him for nothing now. He was playing, actually, to be fair, he was playing pretty well. He's playing like a top 70 player with like the past week and a half. And then he does this. And then it's like the cycle continues. This loops. He's got to find his rhythm, man. It's somewhere. Like, it's somewhere. We know JJJ is better than this. So if you can buy low and get him for, like some top 110 player, or probably not, probably like a top 90 player, I would do it. Zach Edey just, I don't know, man. He's here. They were wrong on this guy, by the way. Like really wrong. 19 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He had foul trouble and still did that. He's in the second round. I don't know if you knew that. He's a top 24 player in 9K leagues. Yep. Good old Zach Edey. Cedric Howard is in a big slump. And it's hard to call rookies buy lows because, dude, it's his first season. Like, what are we buying low off of? He started off shooting like 70-some%, like when he was getting super hot, and now it's down. And that's called meeting itself in the middle. That's balance. Sucks right now. I think he's still worth a hold, but you holding through some rough nights. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4-13 from the field. Ugh. At least he hit his only free throw. I'll take that. That's good. Vince Williams still chugging along, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Here comes the assists again, 12, 7, and 7. That's good. 1 steal, 3 blocks. Wow. 2 triples going along with it, 5 of 12 from the field. He still needs to be rostered until Ja is out. And also for deeper leagues, honestly, for 12-team leagues, given how he's been hooping, although his shooting is like unrealistic. 21 points for Cam Spencer. 1 rebound, 6 assists, 3 triples, 6 of 8 from the field, 6 from the free throw line. He's been balling, man. I love the fact that he's doing that, but like this shooting is unrealistic. And if it hits a wall, I feel bad, man. It's gonna be rough. Talk about hitting the wall. You had a bad shooting night for Santi Aldama. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists in a block, 1 of 5 from the field. 2 from the free throw line, though, which is pretty solid. The rest of this has been pretty blah. You got 13 points out of John Conchard, 10-6 out of Jock Landale. Nothing you need to worry about except for deeper leagues. Over here on the side of San Antonio Spurs, this one kind of hurts my heart because I just dropped Harrison Barnes in the league because I was like, yeah, he's back there, Harrison Barnes. And then, no, he just goes and drops 31 points. Oh, my God, you can't make this up. 31 points for Harrison Barnes, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 7 triples. Dude, okay. 10 of 20 from the field, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Harrison Barnes. I don't even know what else to say, really. In reality, you can roster him. You don't want to go chasing. If you had him and you weren't like me and you didn't drop him, I mean, proud of you. Really am. Kudos to you. There's some claps for you. But if you're like me and you missed the game, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have dropped Harrison Barnes. It's okay, man. It's okay. You don't have to roster the guy. He just had a good night. De'Aaron Fox still balling without the other 2 big usage guys out. 29 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 triples, 8 of 19 from the field, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. It'll be interesting to see when they get back. Fox is not going to hold all this usage because, well, I mean, you got Victor Wembanyama, who's really the number 1 option. And I think he'll be back. I don't think it's going to be this week, but maybe in the next week or 2. I think there were reports saying that he should be playing by Christmas. So, I mean, there's a limited time between now and Christmas, December 25th. So, and I believe they do have a Christmas game too. So I don't think he's going to miss that. But when he gets back, he's going to be number 1 option. Stephon Castle also has to get his. So you've got to see how that dynamic goes. I really do. I'm a big believer because people really think Fox does not belong on this team. Dude, it's De'Aaron Fox, man. Like, he's not some bum off the street. De'Aaron Fox was a Cubs player of the year. He's been an all-star multiple times. Like, he's a baller. Do I think he's going to get the most shots on the team? No. But I think he does have a role as a second option, even when Stephon Castle comes back. Or maybe it's like a 2A, 2B with Castle. So don't sell on him. Just don't expect all of this when you got 2 big usage guys coming back. Devin Vassell was rolling, and then he had a bad shooting night. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in the block, 2 triples, 4-11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's had better games, and he is still a player that is getting some run while the other big usage guys are out. When they come back, ooh, if you can sell on Devin Vassell, I would do it. That's the person that's really going to take a hit. When there's Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, and Stephon Castle, those 3 big usage guys, what does Devin Vassell do? Unfortunately, he's a great player, but there's a hierarchy, and the hierarchy must be followed. Julian Champagnie was rolling, and he also had a bad shooting night. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 triple, 3 of 10 from the field. That's okay. I mean, given their scenario, and especially with them playing tomorrow, he should still be rostered. Who else did some things? Yeah, 15 points and 6 dimes out there, Dylan Harper. He had a bad field free throw night, 4 of 7 from the stripe, but he did give you 1 triple and 5 of 10 from the field. I think he's more of a deeper league guy, especially in Dynasty. He should be rostered because his time is coming one of these years, and it will be very big. Yeah, 11, 6 of 4 out of Keldon Johnson. He's more of a streamer guy while all the big dudes are out. And yet, actually a nice game for Jeremy Sohan. 11.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 5 of 6 shooting, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. I think he's more of a deeper league play more than anything. Also, if you ever needed blocks, you can always look at the tall guy on the team, Luke Cornett, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 blocks. That's a great utility line, by the way. 1 of 4. He had a bad shooting night, which is not usually like him, but he did give you two free throws. He hit all of his free throws, both of them. Good stuff for that for Luke Cornett. Good stuff for the Spurs, who are still, honestly, I'm pretty sure they're like 5-2 or 6-2 since the time Wemby's been out, and that's because of guess who? De'Aaron Fox. Nice stuff from them. Last game of the night, I had turned it off towards the end because it looked like it was barbecue chicken, like halfway through, and then all of a sudden, like the Warriors started trying, and then the Thunder, this were inevitable. 124-112. The Thunder take it over the Golden State Warriors. Ooh, let me get the box score up. My apologies. We'll go ahead and check on the Warriors first. They had their starters play, and then, they didn't play. Jimmy Butler returned technically, but then he just didn't play. You could call it a bad night, but honestly, he's the best player on their team when Steph's out. And if he's not playing, I don't think that's a good sign. Maybe his ankle is a little hurt more than we think it is, but the vibes aren't necessarily the best in Golden State. We got to be completely honest. Jimmy Butler, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 triple, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He played 15 minutes, and then just didn't come back. They said he was injured. They said he was fine. That was it. They just wanted guys with better energy. And Kerr was trying whatever to get this dub. And, it's the Thunder, man. I don't know what you think you were going to do. Draymond Green, not a bad game for Draymond. I like this. 13 points and 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, 3 triples, 5-11 from the field. Cool. Back in 12-team league guy. He has its moments where it's like, oh, you're still Draymond. But he also has moments where it's like, yeah, man, you're kind of old. Moses Moody, another guy, started the game and then just got no time. He didn't hit a couple shots, and they were like, yeah, we need to score. We're just going to roll with who's hot. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 triple. You don't have to roster Moses Moody. You can with Steph being out, and maybe he turns it on next game, and that lights a fire under all these guys. But I'll be real, it's a mess. It's a mess in Golden State right now. Brandon Wojcicki actually turned in a solid line, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal, 3 triples, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Sucks that Steph Curry's out and he still only got 27 minutes. Like this, no one played over 30. It was just a bunch of mix and match, and it was like, oh, well, let's just throw a dart at the wall and see what sticks. Some people got hot, some people didn't. Like Buddy Hield took 15 shots. No reason Buddy Hield should be taking 15 shots, but Buddy Hield took 15 shots, and he made 4 of them. Yay, congrats, Buddy Hield. 13 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 triples, 4-15 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. I would not go out and go run and get Buddy Hield. Also, Seth Curry returned. Good stuff from Seth Curry. And he had like the my first game adrenaline rush thing going. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, 6 of 7 from the field. That's not going to happen every game. And 2 triples go along with it. I think so, if he gets some time while Steph Curry is out, maybe someone in deeper leagues, but I wouldn't want to go grab him in 12-team leagues. The big winner for today, because of this whole mix and match, ring around the rosy, I don't know what you want to call it. This is a bunch of mess. He was just trying to see who was going to ball and who actually wanted to try, was Pat Spencer. Pat Spencer had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 triple, and 8 of 14 shooting in 21 minutes. Can you bank on the next game? No. Will you bank on the next game? Maybe. But, I think Moody and all these guys are going to actually try next game. And then they'll take it from there. This team is, I don't know, maybe it needs a culture change. I don't know what it is. These guys are old. The old guys, when they're not hooping, the young guys don't want to pick up the slack, and it's a bunch of mess. I personally wouldn't want to deal with it. Also, you had Gary Payton II, who had GP2, if you do know his nickname. Had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 triples, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. It's like they all kind of just played the same minutes, and whoever did something. Jonathan Kuminga also was here too. I apologize. It is good to mention him. 8.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 triple, 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He only played 15 minutes. I don't know, dude. We will move on to the Thunder. I'm tired of looking at that. Let's go ahead and check on the Thunder and see what's happening. Oh, look who it is. It's Jalen Williams. 22 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block, 9 of 16 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. Looks like he's back and running. Love that. When he gets running, top 30 is not the question. Maybe he sits in the 30s, but I think top 30 is going to be a good range for good old J Dub. Chet had a good game in this one, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 2 triples, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Solid stuff from Chet Holmgren, who had been kind of mid, so it's good to see him put in the line. If you ever need defense, you could always look at Case and Wallace, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in the block. Bad shooting, 2 of 7 from the field. And he misses free throws. Jesus Christ. He's more so for defensive streaming. Not everyone's healthy too. The biggest thing is I think AJ Mitchell, which we'll get on AJ Mitchell in a second, takes the place of he's taking the place of Isaiah Hartenstein. So when Isaiah Hartenstein comes back, I think AJ Mitchell's the one that's going to move out of the starting lineup. But they still also have Lou Dort. So maybe that's what is keeping Case and Wallace in the lineup. That's why I say he's not a 12-team must. He's more of just a streamer for defensive stats, and you can use him in deeper leagues. SGA, I mean, it's SGA. 38 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, 5 triples, 13 to 21 from the field. He had an off shooting night from the free throw stripe, 7 to 10. That's not like him, but what more can you ask for, dude? It's SGA. He's just Mr. Consistent. Love that. Talk about AJ Mitchell. He had 32 minutes, which is dope. He got 6 shots. You want to know why? Because Jalen Williams got 16 and Chet Holmgren got 12. That just shows where he is in the poll. And you know who also got more shots than him? Aaron Wiggins. I know AJ Mitchell had that hot run. You cannot count on him being a 12-team must with the team fully healthy. And there's still no iHeart. And there's still no Lou Dort. It was going to happen eventually. If you got a chance to sell, I hope you did. If you're holding him, just kind of like you're banking on an injury for more value to happen. Or if he gets super high. But like I said, there's hierarchies, and he is further down the totem pole than the rest of these guys. He did give you 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 triples, 4 6 from the field. That kind of makes him more of like a 14-team league guy than a 12-team player. Speaking of Aaron Wiggins, he had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals in the block, 4 of 8 shooting from the field, and 1 triple, 2 from the free throw line. He's also a 14-team league guy, and then when those guys are out, that's when he boosts up to a 12-team streamer. But guys, that is enough for me. I need to rest my voice. As you can see, I probably sound a little off today. I thank you for watching another episode of Box Score Breakdown. I will be back with Thursday. You give me this Thursday because you didn't get me last Thursday due to Thanksgiving. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys then. Keep killing it in your matchups. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Once again, I'm Tim Woodson, and thank you for watching Box Score Breakdown, brought to you by FanDuel. Peace.